Your show will go live in 5 seconds. Four, three, two, one.
Hello, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in to another edition of CEPTV Late Night Hype. I am your hostess, LaShawn Smith. It is December the 10th, and yes, I have a hot show for you tonight. First of all, I want to give a shout out to 350 Beats, Elroy Miles Jr. on the beat one time. That intro beat was created by Hattie Mae Entertainment. It's a leased beat, and I think it's time for me to re-up on that. I really love it. So thanks, Elroy. I'll be getting in touch with you soon. Thank you so much for that. Again, we do have a hot show tonight. We are going to take you into the world of drag racing via Dirty South Grudge with the one and only Motel. That's with two L's, Dixon. So stay tuned for that coming up. But first, let me introduce you to CEPTV for those of you who are new to CEPTV. It stands for Creatives, Entrepreneurs at Play TV, and we'll get into that just a second. I am your hostess, LaShawn. I am the founder of CEPTV, but trust me, there are many working parts that are coming together in the most delightful way. And I will be introducing my partners to you soon as we get this thing going and rolling out a little bit more official and adding some more features. So this thing is really coming together really nicely. So thank you all for your support thus far. We've been telling y'all that the CEP TV train is about to leave the station. So hop aboard. It is really heating up. Okay. Again, creatives, entrepreneurs at Play TV, CEP TV. We are a streaming and TV event coverage, and soon to come music platform that is created by and for African Americans for everyone to view and enjoy, and the only streaming service that lets you choose how you want to stream, whether you are just testing the waters and need a distribution partner, or you're ready to go all out and monetize with the built-in fan base. And maybe you're just brand new to the filmmaking arena and you're just looking for a place to land that is truly African American owned and operated. Okay. So we are currently on several different platforms and coming to more platforms soon. Of course, you can reach us at www.mycep.tv. That will pretty much get you on any type of phone. It's going to format to your phone automatically. You'll be able to have the clickable links and be able to take surveys and stuff right from the movies as well soon. So we're excited about that. We are on Android currently, so you can download the streaming app CEPTV Streaming, or you can very soon find us on Roku and also iOS very soon as well. So be looking out for that. Hey, we are just excited to keep the features coming for you. So hang on, we are coming. Again, for more information, please go to www.mycep.tv. And if you have any questions or comments, please email us at ceptv2019@gmail.com for a response. And we promise to get back with you within 48 hours or less. So again, thank y'all for joining us tonight. I got a lot to talk about tonight. We have some recaps. If you all were with me last week, you were able to enjoy and learn about an animator named Jay Sterling, who is the creator and owner of Galileo Studios. And fabulous gentleman. I had a delightful time. I would encourage you and urge you to go back and listen to some of the past episodes. And of course, last episode, which was last Tuesday, you can find that where we are streaming now on Periscope. You can find it on YouTube. You can find it on Facebook. And of course, you can go to the CEPTV live, and you can always see us live like we are live on CEPTV streaming app right now. So lots of platforms, and that means lots of viewers in all types of diverse places and more to come. So Jay Sterling, he gave us some information on what it takes to be an animator. He can do a very well put together animation set for you. If you are looking to contract somebody out, if you have not seen already, please go to the website CEPTV and watch Faith McGrace. A very beautifully done cartoon. And Jay was telling us last week that he didn't, he was kind of a little, trying to figure out how to introduce a faith-based cartoon. And really, if you are into cartoons or if you're into animes, it's really no different than watching a Naruto. Faith magic power just happens to be her faith in, God and Jesus. And it's a very beautiful cartoon. So I would highly encourage you all to watch that. Again, you can see it as soon as you click on the CEPTV platform. It is right there. And lots of other great selections from African Americans just like you. So yeah, that was last week. And, we were just so happy to be able to meet people like Jay and people like Derek Jefferson, Ivan Curtis, and people who are really doing things. Like everyone who I have talked to so far on this show, they have really stepped it up and been making some waves. Like Crave Chicago, he's been doing some books and events and stuff like that. Like I remember everyone that I talked to, and it is always an impressionable show and very impactful. So again, thank you all for tuning in. And please go back and listen to the past shows because they are really good, and lots of people who you definitely won't hear from them. This won't be the last place you hear from them if it's not the first. So just an honor to be able to sit on this platform and talk to some amazing guests. Current events in CEPTV media, lots coming up. If you have not seen already, you can go to the timeline and see that we have a discount code, and it's Butter1000, and that will get you 25% off on the premiere of the movie Butter that is going to be streaming February the 22nd of 2020. Let me show you a quick view of the poster real quick. I have this new feature that I've been dying to test out. Which one is this one? Where's my Butter poster? Dang it. Let me get that on here real quick. Yeah, so we have this new feature, and I wanted to put that on here so you can see the Butter poster, and she is so hot. And that's it right there. And February the 22nd of 2020. So that's 2222. That's 5 2s. 22222. And this is a project that we are very highly anticipating, a film that travels down the genre of blaxploitation and pays homage to queens like Pam Grier and others who are in that area. And just a brief synopsis, Butter is a story about a young lady named Ayana who is disconnected from her parents, and she finds herself under the tutelage of a woman named Mrs. B, who hooks her into modeling, and she has like this spark. Butter does, and Miss B gave her this new nickname, and she teaches her and trains her how to use her looks to get anything she wants, and gives her some assignments. And Butter finds out later that she's been exploited, and she aims to set the record straight in the way that she knows how. So we are excited about that. I am excited to be an executive producer on this project. And there will be a soundtrack. They're actually working on a full soundtrack to the movie. It's going to be a full feature film. So this is not a movie short, and it's going to be about an hour or so long. And yeah, just real excited. Our partners up there, Pitchvine Entertainment, headed up by Larry Wright, and they're bringing this all together, and we are excited. So get excited with us. February the 22nd of 2020 is when the release for Butter will drop. You see that poster right there. New content released on CEPTV last week also. And that was December the 3rd. Another update by Tawanda of Tees and Accessories. She has been keeping us with the awesome videos that we have about the missing children. And we're going to be playing one of the songs that are related to that on our midpoint break. So you'll get to hear that. And that song is They Can't Talk, But We Can. And it's by Raheem and the Indie Singers. So we look forward to hearing that as well. Again, thank you all for tuning in. I'm really happy to see so many viewers on tonight. I'm going to get this along because we are very excited to talk to our guests tonight. Again, and so CEPTV definitely aims to help fight this. It's like a crazy ratio that, African-American children and women are 60% of those that go missing here in America, and we only get 30% of media representation. So myself as the independent media, Tawanda, we've teamed up. She makes the videos, and we definitely distribute them on the platform, and we share so these children can have a voice. And that's what we've been doing. And if you want to support that movement, you can get a t-shirt. And this is what the t-shirts look like. Bring Back Our Children. And it does help support that platform. And of course, we share that on our platform, and we help get the word out and give these babies a voice. And that's what that's all about. So Tawanda is one of the sponsors of CEPTV, and so we are definitely going to keep on pushing that because it is truly a labor of love. Creative Spirit and CEPTV partner Andre Johnson, or better known as Dre, will be dropping Dre Being Dre, and also an adult cartoon that we are excited to get our hands on called The Ignorant Noodle will be coming soon to CEPTV. So stay tuned for more trailers and information on that. And we're getting just so much original entertainment and more to come. I've actually just got off the instant messages with another gentleman who's going to be bringing some stuff to the platform, and it also highlights the the horrible tragedies that have been going on when it comes to organ trafficking, human trafficking, sex trafficking, and all that stuff. So if you are interested in submitting your film or music or other digital creative content, please let us know. And you can send that to www.mycep.tv. Go to the bottom of the page, hit submit your content. It will take you to a form that you fill out. It will help us, get you situated. And then, of course, our content officers look over your content, and we get back with you on when it's going to launch and or whatever else we may need from you. So it's definitely an easy process. So make sure you do that. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, you can definitely email us once again at CEPTV 2019 at gmail.com. So we'll definitely be looking forward to hearing from you all there. All right. So where are we at now? Okay. So 2020 is going to be like off the chain. So one event, the events that we have coming up, January the 18th, CEPTV is looking forward to doing some coverage at a dance battle that is going to take place in Atlanta. And it is called the Dance Battle Royale. It's hosted by Bebop, and there's going to be a masterclass by Little D and performances by the Fresh the Clowns, and it's presented by In Captivating Events, and we cannot wait to be a part of that. We're going to be media coverage there, so this is kind of a new experience for us, and we will be there. CEPTV is also very excited to be working in partnership with the one and the only Quentin Miles of My Life Entertainment and crew, and we will be co-sponsoring the 2020 Hip Hop Awards of Columbus, Georgia. It is going to be big, and we are very excited. It's going to be at the Trade Center, and we're ironing out the details for tickets and sponsorships and all that stuff now. So stay tuned for more information, and we may even sponsor or give away a few tickets for that. So, man, I'm telling you, it's going to be off the chain. LVAMU, which is LaShawn's Voice Acting Micro University, is coming back in 2020. I'm going to teach you how to do voiceovers. I'm going to teach you how to make an additional income stream by using your own voice. Trust and believe, you don't have to sound like me to make money on your voice. You just have to sound like you and know what to do with that voice of yours. So stay tuned for that. More information coming soon. Again, for today's show, the number to call if you want to call in is 646-668-8484 to speak to our guest, Motel Dixon, today. And I'm going to take a quick short break. We're going to bring our guest on, and we are very excited about that. So thank you so much, everyone who is tuning in so far. Thank you for the likes and the hearts and the current views. And we're going to take a quick short break. I know that was a lot of information, but I got to get through it. Got to give my shout outs to my peoples, and we will be right back.
Everyone needs a spa day, a day to relax and unwind and let someone else take care of your needs for a change. If you live in the Houston, Texas area and are ready for a spa day, you need to visit Urban Day Spa. Urban Day Spa has two convenient locations, one in Spring, Texas, and the other in the Copperfield area of Houston. Urban Day Spa have the lowest prices on massage treatments, and you never have to sign a contract. Some of their other services include facial therapies, body treatments, hydrotherapy, and much more. Urban Day Spa also have amazing packages you will love. Treat yourself or someone you care about with the Urban Day Spa. They also offer gift certificates. Visit them right now at urbandayspa.com. That's urbandayspa.com.
This is our child, not just your child, that I will stay in his life. He will have me I will raise him, feed him, teach him wrong from right. Let's take care of him together. Take care of him together. We were lovers. Now let's raise this child.
Brothers, let's stand up and raise our children. We can't afford to lose another generation.
Welcome to CEPTV and Blog Talk Radio. Anyone can subscribe and sign up. You can view all genres of content, movies, live events, TV shows, and more by African Americans and Brown Americans on CEPTV. Then listen for interviews on Blog Talk Radio. Tune in to listen now.
And we are back. Thank you all for tuning in to CEP TV. I am your hostess, LaShawn Smith, and I have an absolutely amazing guest on with us tonight. His name is Motel, that's with 2 L's, Dixon of Dirty South Grudge, and he is a documentarian. And I tell you what, if you have not got a chance to go on CEP TV and check out his documentary so far, you can also see more on YouTube, but we have one featured, one that happens to be my favorite, and I encourage you all to take a look at it. It is just fabulous. Right here from Phenix CIty, Alabama, in the Tri-Cities area. Without further ado, I want to welcome you on, Motel. Thank you so much for coming on to CEP TV tonight. How are you?
I'm all right.
Are you awake?
Oh yeah, I'm up.
Okay. Well, it's good to have you on. It's crazy how we ran into each other. I was actually, looking to upgrade some equipment, and then I asked you for some footage. And when you showed me the footage of Dirty South Grudge and your documentary, I was totally blown away, and I had to have you on. So I want to get right into the questions and talk to you about how you got into this. And first of all, I want to know a little bit about you, your background, and your upbringing, and what brought you into this passion that is drag racing and cars and documenting and all that good stuff.
Well, I always loved cars. That's been my thing, and I'm actually an ex-racer. So.
Oh, okay.
So that's what got me into it. The racing, like I said, it got a little too expensive for me, so I fell back. So I still became a part of the racing by filming it, doing this and that, So that's what led me to, I'm still a part of it, but I kind of fell away from me building my own cars. I mean, it got a little too expensive for me, so that's a pretty expensive hobby.
Okay, because I definitely want to get into that later on, but definitely how did you get into it? Did somebody in your family introduce you to it? How did that come to be?
Well, actually, my family, they was into it, the racing thing, but actually just me dealing with cars and everything. I used to always, fix up cars, put rims on them and all. They have a little hot rod motor in it. And about, in 95, I went to the track in Phenix CIty. That's where I went. I'll say 97. I went to Phenix CIty grass skipping. Ever since I went there, I had built my own car. So, I've been in it for a minute, since 97.
Okay. And so when you raced, what was your first car?
Well, my first car, it was a Camaro. And my second car, I done had about 6 or 7 of them. So, like I said, and it got a little too expensive now. Trying to raise your family and all that, dealing with the racing. Yeah.
But
not gonna work out.
Well, and that may be, but the thing about it is you have created an angle, like you said, it may have, it may have gotten a little too costly for you, but you've created a way that you can bring other people into the experience. I'm telling you, the documentary takes people on a journey. And I went through and I read each and every one of those comments, and they all say that that's the best documentary that you have done so far. So it's only going to get better. Like, I was absolutely blown away. You have thousands of views on your YouTube currently, and it's growing. The comments and the compliments were nothing but all positive. And you captured a moment. A lot of people say, well, you get a whole bunch of Black people together, it's nothing but violence. But somebody made a comment that I thought the same thing. Like, this is just a beautiful gathering of brown skinned people having a good time and doing what they love, and you capture that so beautifully. But I don't want to get into that just yet. I know you said you do you tow cars. So how is your work-life balance and with the traveling and going to the different events?
Well, that's part of that. I kind of put the racing first, to be honest, because like I'm supposed to be leaving out tomorrow night, going to Orlando. Like when the weekends come, I mean, I shut the tow truck down, and this has become my life, So like I said, I mean, when I first grabbed the camera, I used to sell DVDs out there. It's, Hill Racers DVDs. It got to a point where the racers decided, like, hey, I had to learn for myself. They said, hey man, why I get a DVD? I can watch it on YouTube. I did not even have a YouTube channel or nothing. So that's why I leaned toward YouTube and everything. And that what brought me to that, because I couldn't sell a DVD no more.
Mm-hmm.
I just use it as another. That's why I went that route. That's how I went that route.
Okay. Well, that was smart, because you have to stay up with the technology. So DVDs definitely have been outdated. So we're in another era, and YouTube is a beast when it comes to, just, taking that and capitalizing on it. And you've done that, like you've succeeded in that. And so when you prepare to go to another race, like what all does that entail?
Well, I'm put like this. I go to another race. Well, I travel. It's 5 different tracks I travel to. Like this weekend here is Orlando, which is considered the Super Bowl of drag racing.
Wow.
This is heavy. I never been there, but people trying to get me there now because my name has started to spread.
Yes.
See, I was a local, I done spread it a little bit. I never really been there, but I'm getting all kind of email. You gotta come there. You gotta come there. You one of the top now. You one of the top YouTube guys now. You gotta come there. And so this will be my first time visiting. And my goal of it, I want to travel the whole country doing it. I want to do something different. I brought a little different flavor to what everybody else did.
Yes.
No one ever created a documentary. I had so much footage laying there. I said, you know what? I started doing documentaries a year ago, and it got better because I got a studio mic, everything set up a little bit better now. And I seen all this footage. I said, you know what? I can just put this together, and get started. That's how it went from there.
Well, you did an awesome job. How did you manage? Like you said, you had all this footage laying there. How did you manage to organize that and get it on there, like with the narration? And now we're talking about the documentaries. I say we weren't going to talk about it, but I can't help it because it was just so good. We actually do have a caller on the line. Do you want to take a call?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see who we got on the line with us tonight. Oh, I think that's Lothario. Hold on one second. Hey, is this Lothario?
Yeah, it's me.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, Motel, this is my co-host Lothario. I didn't know he was going to be joining us tonight, so he may have some questions for you. He is a co-host of CEPTV, so welcome, Lothario. Glad you're back online.
Okay.
Hello. Great to hear your voice, and it's great to have you also, sir, as a guest. Right now, I'm just listening in. I was trying to get on at our appropriate time when I called in. However, I had some technical difficulties going on, unfortunately. But right now, I'm just listening in. But you guys can continue on.
Okay. All right. I'll put you in the listening room. And yeah, so cool. Yeah, so you did that documentary. I tell you what, just organizing that and laying that footage out and then putting that voiceover to it. You are definitely right. You brought a totally different flavor to it because, when I think of drag racing, I think of a show like Pink's, that's okay. It's like reality TV or whatever. But when the way that you laid it out, you made it so a layman can come in and understand what's going on. You told a story, you narrated from start to finish, and you even had your doubts. So I did want to talk about Gang Gang and the background and all that stuff. Why did you doubt on the documentary the racer who had the awesome outcome or whatever? I don't want to give too much away because I want people to actually go to the platform and watch it. But why did you have your doubts at first? Because he was young and, like you said, from LaGrange, young and all that stuff.
Yeah, we actually from Columbus.
Okay.
Where in the beginning, I mean, they first started out with him driving the car. That car I felt like the car was a little too fast for him. I feel like, I mean, that's the car that you seen.
Oh yeah, that's a big body, big block.
Like I'm putting it just like this. He started off in a real fast car. That's basically what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
And I did have my doubts about it. And everything played out, it played out. It just like it came together like a movie. That's how
it did.
I be having little visions of stuff. I be seeing I have a little vision like, dang, this thing came together like a movie, and you hardly ever see that again in life.
Right.
I just put it together.
Right. That was amazing. So, like, who are the people that are contacting you now? Like, that's awesome to know. Like, you're kind of in demand now. Like, people want to see how you put things together. And I know you said you were also working on something current. Now, is this going to tie into what may be the finish at the and what is the big race in Orlando called, by the way?
They call it No Guts, No Glory. Yeah, I mean, each event has its own little name to it. Some of them called Shut Up and Race. You got all kind of. You got Ball in the Alley. You got all kind of. Each event have a different name to it. Like just to get people out there. We got one called the Purge. We got a lot of just a lot of different events. But I try to be at all of them. I try to cover this little this little area here, put everybody on the. I don't only just do documentary. I do the races.
Mm-hmm.
But after I gather so many footage, I have so much built up on them. I just put some creativity to it and just come out with something. Like a documentary or something. I actually do documentary highlights, and I'm actually right now I'm getting into little sport things. I go around doing little sport games and stuff.
Awesome.
Basketball.
That is great. It's like you're carving out your own lane and people like the flavor that you bring. And that's kind of, like I said, when you gave me that link and I went there and I was like, man, this is freaking amazing. I got to have him on CEPTV. So yeah, that's great. So you are currently shooting with, let's talk about your equipment. You are currently shooting with what, and you anticipate upgrading to what?
I'm actually shooting with a Sony 4K 53.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm shooting with. I got three of those, and I got a couple of GoPros that go inside the cars. I have them on the outside. I got a drone. We got just the little basic.
Okay.
The little basic.
But I mean, the thing about it is, I was listening to a film editor the other night, and they said never worry about what kind of camera you have. You made magic with what you have. So you did your thing. So I mean, having a, upgrading your cameras is going to definitely be a bonus, but you've already set the trend, for your own niche and what you are doing. So let's talk about the expenses. You said it was very expensive. So if I wanted to get into racing, tell me exactly what I would need and where would I begin?
Well, you want to get into racing. The first thing they do, they worry about a chassis. The chassis is considered the car. I mean, and you can basically get a nice chassis or whatever. It's gonna be like 12, 13,000, just for a car with no motor, no wire, no nothing in it. Then you're looking at a motor, and it's probably gonna cost you about 15,000 just for the motor. Then you got another 3,000 for the transmission. I mean, it gets up there. You got right at, the go racing, you got right at a 20. The average racer car that you see me film, the average racer, they got about 40,000 in the car going up and down the track.
Wow.
Yeah, it gets pretty expensive.
So, okay. So, and then you guys are racing for pinks?
Nah, it's just, to some, it's a hobby. To some, it's just, it's more than a hobby. I mean, it's a grudge. That's why I created the brand Dirty South Grudge. It's a grudge. That's why I created the brand Dirty South Grudge. I mean, they racing for money. It's money. It's lots of money on the line.
Okay, so nobody's taking anybody's car home. Like, you don't race and lose your car necessarily.
Nah, they ain't doing that. I don't think nobody want to lose no $30,000 car.
Right, exactly. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Now,
yes.
Okay, so we're looking at $30,000 to $40,000 per car. Now, is this a certain type of car, or can I bring a racer?
All right. I mean, as long as you can get there pretty quick, they don't care what you got.
Okay. Because somebody did have a Honda in one of these, right?
Nah, Honda ain't gonna get there.
Wait a minute. Somebody had a little square, little green car. What kind of car was it? Was that like a Malibu or something?
Oh, you talking that little? Oh, okay. That was that's like a little Dixon or something.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he got a little. That actually them little. They ain't from this country. I put it like that.
Right. Okay. That's a German Datsun. I believe is a German car.
Yeah. They got a little motor, but the car pretty fast. I mean, when you set them up to be a race car.
Right, because that one actually did win one out of the. Okay.
And that's the key to racing, having a light car. If a car, you ain't got to take that much weight down the track. You know what I mean? That's just the key to racing, having a light vehicle that you ain't got to take that much weight down the track. That's probably why that car going that fast. It's light.
Gotcha. Okay. And so, like, one of the other things that I loved about the documentary is that you put into context so much jargon that if I would have just heard somebody saying, I would not have. It's like y'all have your own lingo when it comes to the track, because it was something about how you made a statement when there was a takeoff from the starting point and somebody's car stalled, and it was some little phrase you said in there that I know has to be like racing lingo. And so you said, so you've been doing this since 1997. So 22 years.
Yeah, 22.
That's awesome. And so, like, I know you say you put the racing first. So is that like the work-life balance? Like you make it a priority to go to these events? And have you been sponsored yet? Like, has somebody said, pack your bags, I need you here? Or do you feel like that's coming really soon?
Well, I'm hoping that comes. No, I haven't been sponsored yet, but I can say this: the racers, I get the support from them. They for each and every video that I put up, I don't even get paid for YouTube because I refuse to accept their money because of the video. Well, first of all, my videos are not approved, YouTube approval. So that's the main reason why I'm not getting paid. YouTube did not approve of the videos, but I can post them all day long. They ain't got to pay me for them.
Right.
But the racers do support each and every video. By say 80% of the videos I put up, they pay for them. So I make them pay for their own video. You want it up, pay me. You want it up, pay me. I mean, and that's just the way it is. That's the way it's been for the last year. So, like documentary, an average documentary, they're gonna cost them.
Okay.
$250 to $300 or something like that.
Well, that's great. You definitely, I mean, man, I am an editor as well. So I definitely know the blood, sweat, and tears that go into editing. And that's why the first thing I asked you was like, how did you organize this footage? Like, did you have it labeled on SD cards according to date? Because you lined up every race that followed this movie trail just beautifully. Like you had it, all synced up, and you told the story, and you brought it all together.
Yeah, I got a big file that I save it on the file to keep the computer clean. Save it on the file. Like them files, it'll come with mission. I'm really out of work, But I have saved that one and put that one in. I got one main big one for everything saved on that, and I got that put up. But I got 3 on this. I just use daily. They're on that, I had to save the files,
And do you upload them to the cloud, or you save them on a hard drive?
I save them on a hard drive. That's what I'm talking about.
Gotcha.
It's called Passport.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm familiar with Passport. Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
It's called Passport. Yeah. So I actually been filming for. Right now, I think it's my 5th season filming. So I started out with a $39 camera.
Wow. See? So you just got to have some stick to itiveness and some gumption and some drive. So what are some things that you would say to maybe a young person that may be thinking about getting into racing? What kind of encouraging words would you say to them? Forget about the money. I mean, we all know that it's a costly thing, but let's just say money was no object. What kind of advice would you give them to, give them some winning advice, like what to do, some tips, some tricks, some pointers? What are some things that you would offer up to them?
Okay, the advice it depends. If he get in and he's going to be a driver, or he's going to be a car owner. You really can't give a car owner that much advice. He already got his tuners. He got everybody. But a driver, the advice I would give a driver is I hope you got somebody ahead of you that you watching before you take over this. Because the little kid that you see in that documentary,
yeah,
he should be at the church. He should be out there wiping cars down. He should be there. He was there. They up under the hood. He up under trying to learn. He learned. He gathered all the information he needed. He took it, and he became the person he had. I'll put it like this: what you want to say? He had his mentors. The guy that you can see that the guy that he took over his job. That guy he had. That's another documentary that's coming out. That guy had a brain aneurysm, but he survived it. And
wow.
He's back driving again. He's one of the baddest drivers in the South. When I say he is Blue Smith, so that's the guy. His documentary, I laid out. I'm gonna tell you almost everything you can feel like you know him. That's how I'm saying. I'm gonna tell you everything I can't tell you about a person. You feel like you already know him. That's what the documentary is about. Though. Some people don't even know none of these people, but when they see them, they know everything about them because they watch the documentary.
Right. And that's why I felt so, like you bring the viewer into the world of racing. If there's anyone out here that is listening to this program, and if you had any wonderment or you were curious in any type of way about what goes on from start to finish at a drag race. Now, this series right here, tell me how many days from start to finish, from the first time gang race to the final results. How many days of footage is this?
That's that right there. Okay, what you seen there? That's this year. This 2019. It started in February to about 3 weeks ago. They did the last race.
Okay, so you cataloged all that footage.
It take almost a month to make a documentary. I mean, you're an editor, you know.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you cataloged all that footage from February all the way to November, and then you did all your editing. Man, that's some heavy hitting right there. That's some heavy hitting. You definitely deserve the accolades. You are paving your own way, and it definitely is not going unnoticed. So when I sent you the mock-up picture for the magazine, you said a lot of people were like really excited and like wanted to buy the magazine. I was tickled pink by that.
Yeah.
So what we'll do, we'll get some posters sent to you so that way you can sign some and give some away. You never know. I mean, you might be the next big thing rolling. I seen one of your posts say you getting ready to take over the state. So that's what we want to see happen. That's what we want to see happen.
Oh yeah.
So when did you move to Phenix City? So you said you're from Columbus. How long did you stay in Columbus, and how long? And then when did you move to Phenix City?
I've been in Columbus over 20 years.
Okay.
And I'm originally from Tuskegee.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Phenix City is where the drag strip at.
Right.
That's just Columbus and Phenix City. That's like next door neighbors, But I'm originally from Tuskegee, and I've been in Columbus like 23 years.
Okay. Now, and is this the same track that people go race bikes at too?
Yeah, they race bikes, yeah.
Okay, cool.
We got a lot of tracks around the area though.
I didn't know that.
Cover a lot of Phenix City. Yeah, cover a lot of Phenix City. We got Macon track, we got LaGrange track. It's a lot of track, Montgomery. You got a lot of them. I'm all over the South.
Okay. All right. So look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about the documentary when we come back. But then we want to talk about what you're anticipating at this next juncture at the big No Guts, No Glory match. And we will be right back. If there's anybody out there that wants to talk to our guest, Motel Dixon, that's with 2 L's, you can give us a call at 646-660-8484. That's 646-668-8484. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back.
Born unable to cross, taking my first step. Born unable to pull myself up, achieving my first dream. Born unable to make the sign of a voice, speaking my first word.
So kids across the world can't say you're hurting me. Can't you see it in my face? Don't pick me up to throw me down. I want to talk, but there's no time. You hear me right? Don't shut me out. That's my way of saying you're hurting me.
Police brutality, abusing with using the authority amongst the majority of us minority. Most make opportunity to survive financially in this land they call.
We can talk, but we can't hate on. We got to fight and stand up for the right. We can talk, but we can't. We got to fight and stand up for.
When you see the changes they can make in the life, You feel the power from the joy that's inside. Time to change and unity to protect the ones we need, to make them pay for what they've done. The power of authority.
Special needs are being abused all across the land. Make a plan, no matter what the circumstance.
Take a stand for the right, the power of the fight. Connect and join in hand, spread the word as we band together. We can talk,
Can't talk, but we can.
we can stand up for the right. We can talk,
We can't talk, but we can.
take the word right, and then we will fight.
So let me give you a rundown of life. It's bound to stab you deeper than a knife. You got these kids getting abused by the adults who can't defend themselves. They hit with belts, and they can't talk, so you don't know what's going on. But you can look in their eyes and tell something is wrong. The pain, the tears, been abused for many years, and it's not your child, so you don't really care.
There's a lot of great teachers who would take a stand against abuse by another teacher's hand. They will fight for what is right. They will stand against the accused and tell it for the sake of stopping abuse.
We can talk, but we can.
We can't talk, no,
And stand up for.
we can't talk.
We can talk, but we can.
We can't talk.
We got to fight and stand up for.
Take it a second, it was never picture perfect. Now the looks upon our faces will show you how so corrupted this system is self-destruction. But I say be scared of nothing. Just fight to be better beings, cause violence ain't their key.
Cameras in the class will stop the abuse. It will protect the teachers for being accused. Let's fight to change the system that we have to remain. When it's time to be abused, anything to show you.
We can. We got to fight and stand up for. We got to fight and stand up for.
Rampant drug-related crime continues to plague the Clifton Terrace area. Today, 2 young men were brutally murdered at 16th and West.
More signs today that the drug problem is getting worse.
A surprising development tonight as drug kingpin Angel is gunned down, apparently as part of the ongoing turf war in...
Peek inside the cutthroat world of drugs, money, and fast women. A world where a young man must choose his own path. Prodigal Son, the new novel from Tommy Gibbs. Order your copy from Amazon or CenturoInc.com.
Welcome to CEPTV and Blog Talk Radio. Anyone can subscribe and sign up. You can view all genres of content, movies, live events, TV shows, and more by African Americans and Brown Americans on CEPTV. Then listen for interviews on Blog Talk Radio. Tune in and listen now.
And welcome back. That song was a selection from Raheen and the Indie Singers, representing the lost, kidnapped, exploited children, African American children who are underrepresented in America. Again, we make up about 60% of the missing and the lost and the kidnapped. However, we only have 30% representation in mainstream media. So that is our way to combat and put efforts towards getting our children noticed and having their voices be heard. So thank you, Raheen, for putting, Ronnie, for putting that together. Am I saying his name right? Ronnie, yeah. And thank you for putting that together. Beautiful song. It's called They Can't Talk, But We Can. It is available for streaming. I believe it's on all major platforms as well as CEPTV. On CEPTV, you can also see the streaming video that goes with that, and it puts faces to the lost and the places where they were missing from. And I'm telling you, y'all, it's getting bad out here with these kidnappers. Even in our local area, we've had a lot of children come up missing lately. So it is a serious problem, and we definitely don't need to turn a blind eye. But we are back with talking to our wonderful guest, Motel Dixon of Dirty South Grudge. He is a race car former racer and current documentarian, bringing a very unique voice to the drag racing sporting events, and so much going on. Motel is getting ready to go to a big event this weekend, so we called him at the right time, right before he's going to a huge event. He has some more footage coming out for us. He's going to introduce us to some of the major players, some of the people who have been in the game for a long time, some people that, you know, if we were to kind of get into the groove of understanding what this racing is all about, these are some of the big players, some of the best racers in our, I think you said in our region, Motel, or period?
Yeah, period, in the South.
In the South. Okay. Well, hey, that's good enough, because that's where we at. So that's all we care about.
Yeah.
But thank you so much again for coming on the show. If you want to call in and talk to Motel, if you have any questions about drag racing, any questions about anything automotive related, I'm pretty sure he can answer it for you. He's been doing this for quite some time, been in the racing arena since 1997 for 22 years. So he definitely has a wealth of experience and just observation and just being around to offer. I'm pretty sure, you know, if someone's interested in reaching out to him, he may be able to give you some private one-on-one consultation. You can pay him for his time and knowledge and wisdom and experience, because, you know, some of this stuff, you know, you have to put some time in to really learn it. So if you want to fast track, you're going to have to come up off them dollars for a consultation. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we gonna monetize this thing all the way around. Like, you know, that's how we do. But yes, thank you for coming on. Definitely have some more questions for you. So prepare us for what to expect at this trip in Orlando. I know you said like this is like the Super Bowl. So is it, I know it's gonna be cold. No, it's not gonna be cold because it's in Orlando. So the weather should be good. Take us on a trip.
A lot of people cancel. Okay. Well, a lot of people canceling out right now. You got rain. It's one day. They saying it's gonna rain one day. Tonight you got 50% one day, then go down to 20, then go up to 80. I mean, Florida's like it's back and forth. So we got a lot of people canceling out. But this is still considered the biggest grudge race event, you know, in the South. Everybody grudge all year long we call this the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to that final day where we gotta let it all out. People who ain't never raced, who ain't, you know, at the end of the year, they go on and get it over with. This is it. This is the end of the season. This is it. So, you know, we got 2020 after this.
And when does the season start back up?
I mean, they might start up quicker. It start up a little quicker in Florida, but we look at March. We might get one off in late February, but March, first week in March is when the big events start come back around. We got a race coming up in March. It's going to be in CIty Alabama. That's where I do a lot of coverage at, the CIty Alabama, and it's. I mean, when I say it's a $90,000 race, winner gets $90,000. So
whoa,
y'all already know. Yeah. So that event there, you're gonna have some big name people that are gonna come. You know, everybody from all around the world come after that 90,000 because normally the normal parts of these races be 10,000.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you might get 10,000. You 5,000, but this is a $90,000 race.
So you say around the world or around the nation, like from the world?
Well, the last race I did was a $45,000 shootout. I covered that. People come up out of Texas, they came out of South Carolina, they came from everywhere for that money. I mean, they coming from everywhere.
But I'm saying, like, are they coming from like Canada? Like they're coming from like around the Mexico?
No, Canada. No, everything's in the United States.
Okay, so they come from you like around the world. I'm like, they flying from Japan.
I take that back. I take that back and I say around the world.
Okay. But it's big though. Yeah, $90,000 is a lot of money. So you mean to tell me, okay, I can invest in my car. I can put 30,000 in my car. Of course, I got to keep up with the wear and tear. And then I can turn around and win pots. Now, are there like second? Yeah, tell it. That's what I did want to ask. So are there second places? Are there third places? Are there runner-ups? How do the hierarchies go?
Well, in them parts like that, normally when the two get to the finals, they normally come up with that thing. Do you want to split? Or you can see in one of the, you didn't see that documentary. Well, in one of the documentaries I did, two guys came to each other and said, do you want to split? And all the guys said, no, I don't want to split. I want it all. So it's up to them, you know what I'm saying? And winner take all, that's how they go. It's all up to the racers.
Wow.
They want to split, but it ain't no second place pots or nothing like that. They just, hey, whoever win this 40, you know, whoever win the 10, it's not no second place.
And so, okay, so like if you're on a crew, like we're looking at like let's just say a pit crew or whatever, somebody that's going to be able to kind of help tune you up after your first run, you go. Yeah. Okay. I can dig it. And so about what time? Okay. So I'm a racer. I get there. Take me through one day of being a racer. Like what time am I going to get there? And about what time am I going to leave? How does the preparation go? Registration and all that stuff. How does that usually go?
But now it'll change over the years because back in the day, they racing at they first round was like at 12 o'clock. Now, first round started at 7, maybe 8 o'clock sometimes.
In the morning?
We might get no.
Oh, I was like, wait a minute now. I don't know.
Yeah, people be making test hits, trying to get their car dialed in right. You know, technology done changed now. The computer run the cars now, so just all kind of stuff going on. You know. The computer tell you what your car needs to do, what you need to add to it, what you don't need to add to it. So back in the days, everything will change. You know, technology changed, the car changed with the technology. The
right.
cars actually ran by a computer laptop.
Right. And so do people have what do you call them? Like the same thing you can put on a bike, like a power commander? Do people have those on their cars? Is that legal? Like, is that a legal thing for the racing to have like a power commander? on your car?
Well, yeah, they call it. I know they want to call that a grid or something like that. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Now that they technology's done changed, I left them with the technology. My technology, I'm away from the cars now, so I really don't, But they that's what the computer come in at. It tell you what tell you what you need to take out, what you need to add to it. Just to make your car go faster. So, which is called a grid. I think that's the correct word, a grid.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I'm not gonna be for sure.
Right. And yeah, that's pretty much what a power commander does. It's just smaller, and for a bike, I think it is so small that you can actually put it up under the seat of a bike. Yeah, and one day I'm actually gonna hit one of these tracks one day. I actually do ride motorcycles. So, and I've never been to a track before.
Yeah, there's a couple females out there racing motorcycles.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna be one of those females one day, hopefully. But I'm going to challenge myself. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that. Be careful out there.
Yeah, yeah.
The track got glue. The track got glue on it. So
right.
That's the part of Yeah.
Yeah. So I've heard. I mean, I there was one young lady. I can't remember her name. It's been so long ago. But she was a tiny little lady, and she was on that Busa, and her feet barely touched the ground. But she was racing that thing, and I'd have yet to experience that. But I mean, I would think that that same adrenaline kind of comes from that. Just having that rush, that need for speed. Do you miss racing at all?
Well, to be honest with you, I still got my car and everything. I still, I just ain't. It's just sitting there. I mean, I do a little here, a little there, but I'm just not into it no more. I still got all my racing parts and everything. Still got a lot of stuff I accumulated over the years. So I'm still a part of it. I still got the stuff, but it just I don't have a drive for it no more because I got more into this camera, and you know how that go.
Right.
Like I don't know. It seems more like a lot of people depend on me now. That's I built a little stage. I got a lot of people depending on me now. So that's why I travel a lot. And one thing you know about everybody knows when getting compliments from people. I mean, getting compliments and people appreciate what you do. That drives you to do. That drives you to keep going with it. To keep going. Don't stop. That what drives me.
Okay. I do have some questions on here. I didn't realize that I didn't have my comment box up. Somebody actually Lothario typed in a question. He said, well, this is kind of like a race car question, but are there any comparisons to like traditional racing to this one? I mean, I know y'all are not going like around and around the track. Is there any, other than just being in the car and racing in the shorter distance, is there anything that you can compare to like a NASCAR-ish experience?
Well, NASCAR, I mean, they got all. I don't know if I can compare it to it because you gotta maybe say a 5-second adrenaline rush, and then in NASCAR you going around the track, you got to make 500 miles or something like that, 500 miles. So it's a little different. But they still got the same fans and the same people, But it's different. It's a big difference in it.
Okay, so there's a big difference, but do you think the same people that enjoy drag racing also enjoy NASCAR? Like, do you know a lot of people that actually go to Tallahassee and okay?
Oh yes. Back in the day, they used to have a radio at the track, listen to the NASCAR while they racing. Seeing who was first, the NASCAR was real famous, than what it is now. It's kind of NASCAR kind of taking a little back seat now, but it's still up there. But back in the days, like the 90s at the track, they have, the radio be playing the NASCAR, over the voice, telling who in front, who, just giving them, what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. And is that something that like you're gonna do? Like, would you do that live? Like, is that something that you anticipate maybe one day doing, like being an announcer to say, and it's a photo finish, stuff like that?
No, I think that's out of my class. I don't even see how I fit in that. Though,
No, I think you would be perfect for it. Like I said, people, I mean, and you know this, like you said, people have said it to you, and I've said it to you several times. You bring a different type of edge to it. Like you kind of let us know that it's okay for us to, be in this space too. And there's no intimidation. Like when I hear your voice over that documentary, I know that that's somewhere that I can go and be comfortable too, because it's people there that, are like me, and you know what I'm saying? Like you're creating an opportunity for people who look like us to maybe want to explore that as maybe even a hobby, or like you're creating something that's going to leave a mark for the next generation. Your documentary is something that I would like to see in a library. Your documentary is something that I would like for children to watch. That's how excellent it is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something that I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, well, I can say this about the documentary, like like what me and you got going on right now. This is like I know it's an interview or talking to what I didn't even practice with it, so I forgive me if I'm a little nerd. I'm coming out with that. I didn't even practice with it. Let's say for instance, me doing the documentary. How many times I had to hit the button like, I got to play that back. No, I don't like that. I got to play that back.
Oh, I'm an editor. I know. You got to listen to the same song over and then you got to say it. And then I'm a voiceover artist too. So you do two of the same things that I do. You got to get it right till it sounds right coming out of your mouth. And then you got to get the video right. You got to get the footage right. You got to get the background music right. Like
you got to connect it. You got to connect it.
Yes.
It ain't that you can just wake up and that's what I'm saying. That's just like what I'm saying. Like, with this interview, like, I mean, I didn't, it's just like coming off the top. I didn't. Maybe I would have had this. I know what to say. I might be a little nervous or however you want to put it out there, because this is not like me doing a documentary. I got plenty of time. Okay, let me back up and say that. Let me get this word right here. But I'm fine with it. What me and you got going on. Like, I'm fine with it though.
Oh, you're doing an excellent job. Trust and believe. You're doing an excellent job.
I feel a little nervous. I be honest, I ain't never did no interviews or nothing like that. No, so but
Well, let this be the first of many, because you got something special going on, and we definitely want to hear more from you. I actually have the movie playing kind of in the background as we're talking, so people can kind of see, but it's not complete until they actually hear the narration and as you tie everything together. Like, so ladies and gentlemen, I just want to tell y'all to make sure y'all head on over to CEPTV to watch the Gang Gang documentary is what it's called. And you'll actually be able to see it on the homepage when you go in there, actually on the catalog. There is no requirement or nothing that you have to download to be able to watch this. You just go to catalog and then you'll see it on, if you're on the desktop, you scroll down or go to what's new on CEPTV, and it shows you some of the latest content that we have. And Gang Gang documentary is one of the latest titles that we've uploaded, and we are very happy to be able to feature that. It is 40 minutes and 50 seconds and very well worth every single minute. Like I said earlier, if you all are interested in any way, shape, or form to learn about drag racing, if you have a child that is interested or think they may be interested in something like this, I would sit them down in front of this documentary and let them watch it and experience it in a way that you probably won't see, because, all the other shows are kind of like, people other than us, and there's nothing wrong with that either, but it's something that makes us feel at home when you see somebody that looks like you, or you hear somebody that sounds like you, bringing something to light that you may not have even known about. So kudos to you, Motel. And is that your real name?
Yeah, that's my real name. It's only with it's with one L, not two.
Is it one? You've been letting me say two L's this whole time. I don't know, where did I look and I seen.
Oh, okay. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Facebook would not let me put one L on there. They would not let me put one L on there, so I had to put two L's on there.
No way.
My name on Facebook. Yeah, they think they think. Oh, you can't use no motel like it's the motel. So, and I'm gonna say this about racing too. I got to add this part in here about racing. It is extremely dangerous. I must let you know that. We got a good friend of ours. He raced over at the track for years. His name Dan Parker.
Mm-hmm.
He had a bad record over there, and he's now blind. He was at the track. He was at the track this I think this Saturday just passed by. So I'll just let you know it's extremely dangerous too. I mean, them guys have bad wrecks. I mean, I don't seen it all wrecks. I mean, cutting people out the cars and everything.
Oh,
So
wow.
we gotta add that part in. Add that part in there.
Absolutely. Disclaimer,
and
y'all.
Guy named Dan Parker, it's extremely dangerous. I know people might want to do it, but I know it's extremely dangerous. Like I was saying, this guy named Dan Parker, he had a bad wreck, and now he blind from
Now, you say he still comes out to the track to enjoy? Because I mean, that's just a part of who he is. So he still comes out to take part of the festivities and everything. That's awesome. I mean, man, that's some hardcore resilience right there.
Yeah, I know. I was just sitting there thinking. I said, I don't have nothing on him, but I would like to work with him in the future.
Yeah, that would be a great documentary.
I got it. And I would love to do something to you.
Absolutely. I would love for him to tell his story. Like, how long do you know how long he had been in the arena, like racing?
He was one of the biggest racers in the South. He built cars and everything, so he's a legend around here. Named Dan Parker.
Dan Parker.
He's all over the internet. Named Dan Parker. I think I'm friends with him on Facebook, but he's he had a bad accident where it led him to being blind.
Wow, but he's still at it though. Like I'm telling you that's he's a hero. He's a hero. I tell you what. But yeah,
and this is the amazing part about it.
Mm-hmm.
He still work on cars blind.
Wow.
On cars blind.
That is.
So some, like I was saying, some of the things be overlooked, but
I mean, I guess like does he work on a certain type of car, like old school big body stuff like that, where it's more mechanics?
From what I heard, he do head work on motors and stuff. So
oh wow!
That's what I heard.
That is amazing. That is amazing. Yeah. Okay, well, we are winding. I told you the time was going to go down. We're like down to the last few minutes. We don't always have to extend it all the way and do overkill or whatnot, but you've done a beautiful job tonight. I thank you so much for coming on the show last minute. Please tell everybody how you can be reached and what services, if any, that you offer.
Well, you can find me on Facebook on the Motel Dixon. I always say Motel Dixon Facebook, or you can go on to my Facebook group, 30 South Grudge. I can be reached on YouTube, and I do have email. I have two different emails. I have Classic Dixon 87. That goes to my. That's different. They go Classic Dixon 87 gmail.com. That goes to my tow company. So it's still, I can be reached at that. And Dixon 89 at ymail.com. I can be reached there.
And tell us what your tow company is. There's a lot of local people that we both have that are probably watching live that may not know the name of your tow company. So, and this is, you own this tow company?
Yeah.
Awesome. Entrepreneur up in the house. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what CEPTV is all about. Creatives, entrepreneurs, entertainers, and you're all of that. You're creative, you're an entrepreneur, you're an entertainer by way of being a documentarian, and you do what you love. So you are the epitome of what CEPTV is all about. So tell us what the name of your tow company is and how we can reach you should we local people need a tow.
Classic Express Towing. Phone number 706-617-9140.
That was, hold on, let me, 706.
706
Uh-huh.
617
Mm-hmm.
9140.
9170.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking. That's what we need to do. We have to get into positions where we can pass our businesses on to our children to make where, they don't have to be, work for the man or however you want to put it. Like, this is what it's all about. You are really and truthfully, like, all jokes and kidding and funny to the side, you are the epitome of what African Americans and anybody really should be working towards. Like, we can't get upset at these power structures that are in play, because we have ample opportunity to set up power structures for our own selves and our own families. And that is what you are doing. You are leading by example. Props to your son who gets to be under your tutelage and actually see this. I hope to God that he understands what a blessing it is, because sometimes, how, like, parents have a farm and then the children don't want to be farmers, and they, I pray to God that he understands how important it is to keep this thing going and keep it in the family and keep the Dixon name on the brand that you are creating.
Yes, that's exactly what I want.
And that is awesome. So we look forward to hearing more from you. I'll definitely be in touch and follow up with you, and see how you're doing. I want to, hopefully, when the season starts back up, I would like to come and visit the track and maybe do some interviews on the track and do some streaming with you and just kind of get behind the scenes and tag along and all that good stuff. But gotta wait till the weather warms up, because I'm from Ohio, but I've been down here for like 17 years, so I can't take the cold anymore, unfortunately. So
I understand that.
So it's got to get warm. So yeah. So I definitely look forward to hanging out with you on the track. And again, thank you. I'm so humbled that you came through and did this show for us at the last minute. I hope everyone who partook in this show tonight, thank y'all for all the likes, the views. We've had a lot of viewers tonight, lots of comments, and people are thoroughly engaged in what you have going on. If y'all want to see more Motel, we can watch the latest documentary that he has on CEPTV. If you want to see more, he has more on YouTube and more to come. So with that, I'm going to close out for tonight. Again, thank you. So I can't thank you enough. I'm not going to say it anymore, because I'll be thanking you all night long and we'll never get off of here. But we're going to get on out of here, and everybody, y'all have a good night, and talk to y'all next Tuesday when we have our next guest. So see y'all next week on CEPTV's Late Night Hype. And have a blessed night.
All right.
All righty.
Thank you for tuning in to another CEPTV Radio Network podcast production. Whether you are listening via Blog Talk, Anchor, or any of our other media outlets, we want to say thank you for tuning in. To find out more video content related to today's topic matter, please visit our streaming website at www.mycep.tv and subscribe today to see original indie movie, music, arts, crafts, and fashion, and more from African American visionaries just like you. That's www.mycep.tv. To sponsor or be a guest on our show, please email us at CEPTV2019@gmail.com. Have a great night.